Okay. I found out how.
Okay. I see. You're on. Yeah, yeah. That's on.
Yeah, I'm inviting.
I'm going to tell you who the name is of that person. Nancy Bircher?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar.
She's not friends with a bunch of water protector people. Said 10 mutual friends. Roxanne. No.
Okay, yeah, enough friends to... Oh, we got people. Okay. Hello, my... Here, you see me in there?
Yep.
Okay, hello, my sisters and brothers. We are gonna make Gabooboo bread first, and then Wojapi. So, I'll show you from here. So I'll take the camera back, and you want to mix it, or do you want me to?
Sure, no, I can do it.
Okay, I'll take the camera back, and my girl's gonna mix it. Oh, and Maria. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, my sister Maria. Hello, Alexander. Glad you guys are here. Thank you for showing up. Okay, so like the other recipe, I don't really know how to measure, so we'll do it like we did last time. And it's pretty basic, you know. A lot of people, they just when they call this kind of bread bannock, you know, because a lot of the tribes have them, but you know, everybody has a different name for it. It's just making it on top of the stove in a frying pan. And it's just got a little bit of grease. It's probably more like a really brown biscuit. So anyway, what we'll need is flour. Okay, I turn this down. Alec really good. She uses bread flour. Okay, flour, and there's cornstarch for the Wojapi, and milk, and salt, and baking powder. And I put oil in the dough. I don't put it in there for fried bread because if you have oil in it, it absorbs oil. So, oh, I love you too. I love you. Thank you. So, anyway, we're going to start, and we'll just have to measure it as we put it in, like we go. So just start putting flour, and I will... Look! I'm getting love.
Good.
I had to show her I was getting so much love. I love you guys too. Okay, that's 1 cup. Oh, that's 2 cups. Oh, she's fast. 3 cups. Okay. 4 cups. Okay, 5 should be enough. This will make like maybe 3 loaves. You'll have to see what I mean by loaves when we're done. Okay, that's 5 cups of flour.
Okay.
Okay, A tablespoon of baking powder.
A tablespoon or a teaspoon?
Well, a tablespoon because that's the only leavener I put in here.
Okay.
But, you know, it doesn't, not really heaping. But it can be a little bit more than flat. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. I gotta have a little bit more than not enough. But you don't want to have so much that you taste it. And I have made this bread before with baking soda, but I only put like a half a teaspoon of baking soda in it. I tried it with more and it tastes so salty. I mean, it doesn't taste right at all.
Okay, how much salt?
Just like oh no, not a teaspoon. Like a half a teaspoon. A little bit less. Because you don't want salty bread. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So we say about a half teaspoon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And everything. So now we're gonna mix it up.
Okay, so no sugar.
Yeah, no, I don't put sugar in Gabooboo bread. The only time I put sugar is in fry bread.
Hey, let me call you back.
Okay, just mix it up real good. And a lot of tribes make this because you can make it outside on a fire, and you don't have to have a whole bunch of oil and stuff. And it's called Gabooboo. I never really got to learn a lot of my language because my mom wouldn't teach me. I used to beg her when I was little, but she came from the boarding school era, you know, and she said that she didn't want me to talk with broken English. Yeah, so now put a well in it. Remember, like the last time. Okay, and we don't make this half as gooey as the other stuff. Okay, now fill that well with like put a good cup of milk. Yeah, now put it in there, and we need regular water.
How much?
Just grab a bowl. I'll have to just guess. I know I should have wrote this down ahead of time.
Does the temperature matter?
A little bit warm. I always like to work with a little bit warmer water because when you put warm water in it, it activates the baking powder and it helps it go more. But if you just put everything ice cold, then your bread turns out a little bit heavier. You know, even though you don't want it as light as you do fry bread. Okay, she's going to measure like, there's a cup. I'll put it in there. Okay, I would put another one. Okay, now if you want to hold the camera, I will start stirring it and show you. See, just kind of, you don't have to worry like with the fry bread of overworking the dough because you're not trying to get it light. You want, like, this is something that you would make when your family was hungry and you didn't have no bread and you wanted to make some bread for dinner. Yeah, that's just right. You don't even have to put any more water in. Did you wash your hands? Okay, you want to start working it?
Sure.
We'll put some flour on there because I gotta go wash my hands. I haven't washed them yet, so I don't want to get into the dough. So, let's see. Put some. It's hard for me to get up. I'm kind of sore.
Flour down on the table?
Yeah. Okay, she's going to get some flour. And then just, there's water. You're going to get dough there. Here, I'll just hold that. Oh, you got it?
We're done with the water, right?
Yeah. Okay. And I'll just sprinkle flour down there, so. Oh, that's neat. Me, I just grab a handful and throw it. I'm one of them old lady cooks.
It's just a tea strainer.
I know, but it's neat. I never thought it. The only thing I got is what It's huge. Okay, so now just take that out and dump it onto the flour. Come on, Miss Perfectionist. I'm glad you are, though. I gotta tease my girl. Okay, and now just start pushing it together. Like, see, just push it into the center. There you go. Need a little bit more flour. Okay, this needs, here, let's see. Hold it, or let me wash my hands, and I'll show you, because it's, here. There's a reason why they call it Gabooboo. Oh, I forgot this, I was saying, that Gabooboo bread, in Sioux, Gabooboo is to hit or to punch. So you don't roll it out by hand or anything, you put it in the frying pan and push it down in there. That's how they made it out on the prairie and stuff. I gotta sit down a second. Let's see, here, I'll set the drain rack. Just a second while I finish washing my hands. Okay, is there a towel? Use that one? Okay. I got them in the drain rack. So now you know how the dishes feel when they're laying in the drain rack. Okay, you want to hold this and I'll...
Yeah, I'm going to get you some more flour in here.
Okay. Alright, I flour the heck out of it. Because you know what, on the liquids, I always put a little bit more. Because I'd rather have it a little bit over wet and to cook it from there than to have it kind of dry and not have things work. Okay? So, it's ready. We're going to put the frying pan on. I should have brought my, you know, I need a little thing that I stand that up in. Oh shoot, we didn't put oil in it. It'll be alright.
Do you want to put some oil in?
We can't. It's okay. I usually put oil a little bit, but I don't put a lot. I put like maybe a couple tablespoons of oil because it just kind of helps it stay a little bit softer. But we're going to have to do it without it because of my bad...
Mix it in your hands and then mix it in.
What?
Just put some in your hands and then knead it into the bread.
The flour?
No, the oil.
No, it's too late. It's got to be in there. I need a lot of flour. I don't want to get in there because I have dough on my hands. Okay, that's good. Thank you. You guys want to hear a story? I'll tell you about when I was born. This tells you how fun my life has been. Never a dull moment. When I was born in a reservation hospital. And my birthday is almost right close to the first day of spring. And they always have a really big snowstorm. And on the reservation they had dorms. You know, maternity dorms. Where they just had a whole bunch of beds piled together. And anyway, when you have your baby, you deliver it, and then they take the baby and clean it up and everything, and then you're in your room. And then everybody must die. I don't know why, but there's a lot of people born the day I was. So anyway, my mom, she said that they brought the babies around and they handed her this baby that was a 14-pound little girl with lots of really black hair. And my mom said, looking at it, she said, "Is this my baby?" And then they said, she heard a woman further down. She says, "Nurse, nurse, this can't be my baby. My husband will kill me." And there I was, 7 pounds and 6 ounces. And she said I looked like a little old man because my hair on top of my head was kind of a reddish blonde. Because my grandmother, the one I'm named after, has reddish brown hair. My hair darkened, you can tell. But anyway, let me say, I'm making this into 3 balls. You see it? See? 3 balls. Now, is the pan hot?
It's on. It probably isn't hot yet.
Yeah, so anyway, they looked at the tags and they brought it and they switched the babies around. And everybody was laughing because of my dad, and everybody was always teasing me that I was their kid. But it was funny. Oh, and then on the way home, we got into a really bad car accident. My mom said we flipped over twice and upside down in a snowbank. So they, my mom covered me and they got us out, and you can tell I'm okay. I'm still here, but anyway, I cut this into 3. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to make 3 doughs. You can double it, make more, depends on your family. And this same way recipe you can use for biscuits, but you don't want to work it a lot like biscuits. I did it. I used your fancy garbage can. I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay. Oh, and okay, it's on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You just put a little oil in the pan, and I'm going to show you why they call this Gabooboo bread. You don't use half as much as you use. Does it?
Oh, here we go. It's back. It's back.
It's back?
Yeah, you're live.
Okay. Is people still there?
Yeah, they're there. You've got 3 viewers.
Oh, 3.
Okay, so you put the oil in and spout,
Yeah.
what, 2 tablespoons?
Say about a quarter. See how much? About a quarter cup, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So then you get the bread. And see, when I have it in these lumps, well, this is why they call it Gabooboo bread. Because you put it in the pan and you punch it down. You push it. I have to be careful not to burn my hand. Okay. There, but that's why it's called Gabooboo bread. Maybe a little bit higher heat. Don't want it to cook too fast. We'll put it right there until it heats up good. Let me rinse my hands. But it dropped. I've never seen it do that. And you know, I didn't even think about the Wi-Fi.
Okay, maybe that's my dog. She wants out.
Okay. So anyway, this is the same problem I had last time when I was making fry bread with this pan. Well, you don't want this to really bubble a lot, but it's got to cook a little bit more than that. Okay, while we wait, I'll tell you guys a little story. This is, I don't know if anybody heard of Father Martin. He does a lot of, they call it chalk talk for like AA and different recovery programs. My mom was a really bad alcoholic, like a lot of natives. You know, we're starting to come out of it now, but she, can you imagine? I just forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about natives being bad at alcohol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I was always, gosh, yeah, guys, I got a bad news. My mind went blank. What was I saying before that?
You were talking about the alcohol, and your mom was a bad alcoholic.
Uh-huh. Oh, the treatment, that Father Martin. Okay, see, I was just testing to see if she was listening. That's it, yep. But Father Martin, he did this one thing, told a story about how to tell the difference between a pessimist and an optimist. So they got two little boys. One was a really happy, wild kid, a little boy. He was the normal little boy. And there was another, they got another little boy that was kind of quiet and standoffish and, you know, wealthy or whatever. I guess it would be like Trump. So anyway, he gets 2 rooms. One room, he put the happy little boy that's always playing and, you know, just being a little boy, put him in the room with nothing but manure, horse manure, and a shovel. And the other boy, he took him and he put him in a room full of toys and everything that any little kid could want. Candy, there was everything there. And they left them, and then they came back later and checked on him. But the little boy that was all the food and candy and you know, all that stuff that kids are supposed to like, they go in there and he's still just sitting there on a chair. And they're looking at him. They said, "Don't want to play with the toys?" And he said, "No, because I might break them." "Well, don't you want to eat any of the treats?" And he said, "No, because I might get sick." So he says, "Okay." And then they go to the little boy that they put in with all the horse manure. And they go in and he's just happy singing and shoveling manure. And they asked him, "Why is he so happy? Why are you shoveling?" And he said, "All this manure, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." So that's he was an optimist and a pessimist. But Father Martin used to tell a lot of those. You know, I practically lived in AA with my mom. We went so much. You know how it works, how they start it? Oh, look. How they start it. I can recite that word for word. Alex, this is ready to be turned.
Okay. You're there.
Okay, we just turned that. See, let me see. Are you sure it's back on?
Yes.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Because it's getting a bad connection. The connection's getting weak.
Are you guys still there? So anyway, I turned the bread over, and we kind of left it a little bit longer, so it got a little bit brown, but that's basically what Gabooboo bread looks like. Oh, okay, Kimberly, thank you. I don't know what's wrong with the connection, but it doesn't surprise me. Because every time I start doing something, there's always got some kind of little glitches or something I have to fix. That's just the way it is. I wish you could smell it. It smells good. Okay. And I put a little bit more oil than some people. Alec.
Yes.
This pan is too hot. I need something to put this on.
Here we go.
No, is that a plate?
Yeah.
Because it's heavy.
No, it's a plate.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do the Wojapi right now because this pan is too hot to cook the bread. I don't think that one got cooked. But that's my fault because I turned it up. But we'll start the Wojapi. And what I'm doing is I like to use things that I get at the food bank here. You know, because there's no place to go and pick fruit, no, berries or anything here. So what I got is some canned cherries. I'm going to show you it, and this is pretty cool. So anyway, a saucepan. For ALEC. If I was more prepared, I would have already been saying this and that. But here, you hold it. Okay, see? These are whole cherries. And I just put them right in there. And gosh dang it, I hope the pits aren't in there. I don't know about anybody else, but when I was little, my grandma used to make Wojapi. And all it is berry pudding. But the way she made it, like they would grind the choke cherries, or they would just make them into patties and then dry them so that they like really hard little cakes or whatever. So that pretty much anyway you can make any out of any kind of berry. See? So do you have a potato smasher?
Yeah, hold this.
Okay. So these are like just regular cherries. Oh, well, then I'll have to... or just a tall drinking glass. ALEC, just a tall, regular plain drinking glass. No, because that's not... It needs, see all the berries? It needs to smash it. See, this is my old... You take a tall cup, if you don't got a potato smasher, and you go in and you just smash. And you want to smash those up because, you know, you can make it like that, but you want, you know, you want to get all of the cherries just kind of all blended in. But see, I don't know if you see it, but I'm smashing it. And that's what they do with they do the same thing with berries. If you got fresh berries and you put them in your pan, you can smash them with a cup like this if you don't have a potato smasher. Do you think that pan cools off?
Yeah, I put it off the burner.
Okay. I always drop things, but anyway, I think it's pretty. It's smashed enough here. Oh, I didn't mean to get into that on the corner.
It does. It's okay.
Okay. So that had already had juice in it, but I don't know if you guys can see it. It's still pretty watery, but it's a trick that you do. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to put it on high because I want this to boil. Okay, and then we got to get the cornstarch. You trying to attack me with that board again? Okay, I need something I can mix water in. And the way that they used to do this, like my grandma and my mom and everybody, they didn't use cornstarch, they used flour. And you know, you just put the flour. So I use part cornstarch. That's about, what would you say, 2 heaping tablespoons?
2 heaping tablespoons, yeah.
Go 3. So I mix flour and cornstarch because the flour gives it a little bit of body. You know, cornstarch, well, you know what it looks like when it's kind of, so the flour, just like it does, make it just a little bit of extra, I don't know what I'll say except body.
Do you want the sugar?
No, the sugar goes in last. Okay, I gotta get to the sink. Okay. I put like maybe about a good cup. No, a little bit less than a cup in there, and then I just mix it up. And you know, it would probably work if I had a little whip, but you know, I'm an old. I'm old school. I'll just use a fork.
There's one right there.
Oh, it's okay. It's already done. See? There's no lumps.
Mm-hmm.
See? You do that until there's no lumps. And okay. Oh, this is ready to, can I use that spoon?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll trade you. Thank you. Okay. This is pretty hard. It's starting to boil now. So I'm letting it come to a boil, and I'm going to mix this, I guess they call it a flour, what would you call it? Flour and water mix. A flour slurry or whatever. Anyway, I just call it a thickener. Okay? And you just pour it in and you start, and you mix it. So you put it down in there. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Down inside? Okay, you see how that's lightening up? That color? So then you just keep stirring it till it starts thickening. I know this would have been better with berries, you know, but I kind of live here in the city, and the berries that I find around here, I wouldn't feed you. Or anybody. Okay, we just keep doing this till it's... Okay. Me and heat. Oh shoot, now this is over hot again. Me and that frying pan, cast iron, don't work very good. Well, we did that one piece of Gabooboo bread, and we'll do another one, but this pan is just smoking again. So, anyway, this is a pie.
Somebody's asking, what's the fruit in the pan?
Well, I like to cook with things that I find around home. And the food bank gave out a bunch of these canned cherries. So you can use cherries, you can use plums, you can use choke cherries, you can use buffalo berries, June berries, gooseberry, any kind of berries. All this is berry pudding. See? It's thickening. See, it's not thickening up enough, so I'm going to put a little bit more. And you have to keep stirring it, because if you pour that in and you're not stirring it, you'll get lumps. Even though I used to kind of like the lumps in my grandma's Wojapi. They're just like dumplings in there. But
do you still leave it on high, or do you turn it down?
Yeah, it's got to boil.
Oh.
And it's not boiling yet, but if I put that flour in there, flour and water in there, I got to keep stirring it, because it's just like regular gravy, a lump. All this is, I guess, basically is berry gravy. Do you see it? You got it inside of there? Mm-hmm. So I can see how much it's thickening. See it? Ooh, I'm roasting. But if you see it, look how thick it is. No, there's no sugar in here yet, but those cherries they were in a sugar syrup, so we got to taste it to see if you need sugar in it. That's why I didn't want to try to put sugar in it yet. But in berries, oh, see, now it's starting to boil. You see it? See how thick it is? Anyway, this is And that's all Wojapi is berry gravy or berry pudding. And these have sugar, so I'm not putting any more, and I got to turn it off because it's really thick. See? You got to watch this because it'll attack you. See? But anyway, see how thick it is? That's Wojapi. And that's fun.
Put it on the back.
Yeah, I'm going to, as soon as I find...
Here.
Yeah. No, I wasn't worried about it. Okay, so that Wojapi's done. All you have to add is sugar. And you just taste it and you put sugar in it and that's sweet enough for you. And everybody's different, so I usually don't put a lot in there when I cook it. They can add it themselves. So I'm going to try this bread again, this frying pan again. Me and this frying pan have a love-hate relationship.
Have your burners off.
I know.
Okay.
I wanted it to cool off. Because last time when I was making the fried bread, it took forever to get hot. So I'm going to do another one here. So anyway, one more of these balls of dough. And you just put it in there while it's still in a ball. And you just punch it down. Punch it down to the size you want or the size of the frying pan. And that's why they call it Gabooboo bread. Because you Gabooboo it. My mom wouldn't really teach me any of my language because she came from the boarding school era, and it's like she said she didn't want me to have to worry about talking broken English or something if Lakota is my first language, because to really learn Lakota good, you learn it from birth because it's a pretty hard language. But I guess if Kevin Costner can learn it, anybody can.
Now, do you want it that high?
What is it on now?
You have it on, it's between medium and high.
Okay,
That's
we'll put it down to medium.
Okay.
Well, I want it. Okay, so we got the other bread in there. I don't know if this one here got done. Oh, yeah, it's done. Look. And that's all they do with Gabooboo bread. You never see anybody cut it. Everybody just grabs it, and tears it off. See? And what a lot of them do is they dip it in the Wojapi.
I'll get you a bowl.
Eat it. Huh?
Here, you can put some in this bowl.
Well, I can't eat it. I got my...
Oh.
I can't eat it because I got my choppers in.
We might be able to see it better. It's hard to see it in this dark bowl.
Okay.
So maybe
yeah,
put
let me see. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. You really need a light over your stove, my
I know.
Okay. Can you see it? How thick it is? And a lot of them, they just dip the bread in it. See? Good. Here, you got it. I got my fake teeth in, and I can do nothing.
The cherries are really good.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Now we're not going to let this get as brown as we did the other one, but you want it brown because it tastes better when it's really brown. This is still pretty light. But I think it tastes better when it has really brown like that. Otherwise, just go to a piece of white bread. Now, when I turn this, I put the spatula under it and hold it with my hands and flip it slow. That little black is from the bread. Right.
Ray Black says, "Oh my, it looks so good."
So anyway, I'll get it a little bit darker, but you can flip this back over. It's not like fried bread where you put it in there and you have to get it out and everything to keep it soft. This is still soft, but it's more for a meal, to fill up your family on.
So what would you eat this with? Would say anything savory or just sweet?
No, I cut it open, like open it, and oh gosh, I wish they still had chopped meat and commodities. They got that luncheon loaf. So they were just get some Spam and fry it and put a fry an egg and make a sandwich of that Gabooboo bread. You put the Gabooboo bread, the Spam, the egg, and the other one on top. Ooh. That's good. Ask anybody. Ask anybody who's had sandwich. Okay. And this frying pan. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Anyway, this is how you make Gabooboo bread and Wojapi. But a lot of people like Wojapi better with fried bread and dipping it in it, or you just eat it with a spoon. So
ice cream, put over ice cream.
Yeah, you put it over ice cream, but you want to keep it native. Like we invented it.
Oh, like the tacos.
Yeah. Well, we took the tacos and we just threw fried bread on there and we just made an extension in the tacos. I like this black one here.
Sure, I'll give it up.
Okay. So, anyway, sisters and brothers, I got one more bread to make, but I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I'm sorry about the connection kept going out. Anyway, you got to make Wojapi and fried bread, and like I said, you can make Wojapi out of anything, any berries. All it is like a gravy. Okay, so anyway, much love to all of you. Bye.